Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we are going to discuss food chains, the sequence of living organisms in a community in which one organism consumes another organism to transfer food energy is called a food chain. A food chain represents a single directional or unidirectional transfer of energy. Anything which we eat to live is called food. Food contains energy. The food or energy can be transferred from one organism to the another through food chains. The starting point of a food chain is a category of organisms called producers. Producers are in fact plants, so we can say that all the food chains begin with a green plants or grass, which is the original source of all food. Let us take an example to understand the meaning of food chain. Suppose there is a field having a lot of green plants or producers of food. Now plants can be eaten up by a rat. The rat in turn can be eaten up by a cat, and finally the cat can be eaten up by a dog. So we can find there a sequence or order in which one organism eats up the other organism to fill its belly. Green plants eaten by rat, rat by cat, and cat by dog. Another example, for example, in a grassland or a forest, there is a lot of grass. This grass is eaten up by animals like deer, and this deer is then is consumed or eaten up by an lion. Grass is a producer, is eaten up by deer. Deer is a herbivore. This deer is eaten by a lion. Lion is a carnivore. This food chain tells us that grass is the starting point of this food chain. The grass is eaten up by deer, and the deer is then eaten up by a lion. In this food chain, grass is the producer organism which uses sunlight energy to prepare food like carbohydrates by the process of photosynthesis. This grass is then consumed by a herbivore called a deer. The deer is consumed by a carnivore called a lion. More examples of food chains. For example, grass, it is a producer, is eaten by an herbivore, insects, and these insects are eaten up by frog. Frog is a carnivore. And this frog is then eaten by birds. Birds are top carnivores or large carnivore. Another example, plants are producers. These plants are eaten up by worms. Worms are herbivore. These worms are eaten up by birds. Birds are carnivore. Birds are then eaten by cat. Cat is a top carnivore. Thank you.